First of all, I have to show my shirt. Yeah. Justice for CC. What is going on, everybody? My name is JoJo, and today I'm super curious about the new Scream 6 movie. I just saw the movie last night, and oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with this movie. I've been waiting for this movie forever, just like we all have. My mind, I don't know about you guys, but I've blacked out so many times trying to gather my thoughts, process what I watched, understand what I watched, remember the scenes and the specific details, because I actually need to go see this again tonight. I have to see it again because it's gonna all just fade out of my head because I was in such an adrenaline rush that I feel like I black out when I watch the movie because I'm just worried who's getting stabbed and who's dying. Wow. It was an emotional roller coaster, a, a thrill ride, a bloody, crazy thrill ride that did not stop from beginning to end. I was in it, I was hooked, and it was just bam, bam, bam. It just didn't stop. I'm definitely gonna give a spoiler review. Just honestly, it's just gonna be a rambling video when I do that video. But for now, I just want to give my initial spoiler-free thoughts for those who haven't seen the movie yet. So, like I said, overall, the movie is great. I had a great time in the theater watching this movie. It's probably best to say that this sequel is in line with the first film. It's probably the best sequel we've had since the first film. The opening scene of this film is completely different. It's something that the franchise has yet to do. It kept me guessing as to how this is going to go about, and then once it happens, you're just like, to me, it was a very realistic scene. It was something that could absolutely happen. There have been some real life situations that we've all seen on the news. They took this idea and put it as the opening scene for Scream 6. And to me, it was very realistic. It was raw. I could absolutely see that happening. I enjoyed the opening for sure. Didn't expect it. I was on the edge of my seat. My jaw dropped. I don't even know. I'm just in such an emotional roller coaster. I don't even know what to say to you right now without giving nothing away. Opening was great. A couple of things that I loved about this film was definitely the characters. I think Melissa Barrera as Sam, she nailed it. If you guys honestly had doubts about her in Scream 5, I feel like those doubts should be gone for this film. She got even more into her character. She evolved. She was stronger in this film. I just really don't have any complaints about Melissa Barrera. She did an amazing job. I loved the sister relationship that she had with Tara. I'm glad that they took some time and delved into that sisterhood more. That was a great touch. And same with Chad and Mindy. We definitely got to see them evolve a little bit more, especially Chad. Mason Gooding as Chad was wholesome, fun. He was a protector. You know, he's such a good guy that he was, at the end of the day, he just wanted to protect his family. Mindy was great. I loved her one-liners. She definitely had the comedic relief. I don't think she really evolved as much as a character as Chad did. I think out of the core four, Mindy was probably the least amount, the in fourth place when it came to progression as a character. The chase scenes in this one were spectacular. That was something we obviously were lacking in Scream 5, and they absolutely delivered in Scream 6. Like I said from the beginning, it's just a non-stop thrill ride, back to back to back action scenes. And you probably would think, well, that's just too much. We're not even getting to soak in what we're seeing before we get into the next one. There could be a debate on that. But between the intense scenes, we did have a lot of conversation, a lot of heart to heart moments. And that's something we didn't get a lot of in Scream 5. So I think it was a nice blend between the conversational scenes and like the killing scenes or the scary scenes. There was a nice blend of it that we didn't see in Scream 5. So that's something I definitely appreciated in this film. And I have no idea if this is going to be controversial to some people because, you know, we're definitely Team Jenna Ortega right now. But in this film, this is Team Melissa Barrera. Team Melissa Barrera, because I think between Sam and Tara, the most interesting, the most that's progressed character between them two was definitely Sam. Now, I'm not saying Tara wasn't good. She was great. Jenna Ortega absolutely delivers in this film. I just felt like I saw a better arc, a better progression with Sam, which, of course, because she is our new lead girl, minus Tara, if you want to say. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is Sam. You know, this is Sam's world. She's here to protect Tara. Tara is trying to move on with life, so it makes sense that all the emotion, the progression, the character strength is coming from Sam instead. So to me, it makes sense. But if I have to pick between the two, this was definitely Sam's movie versus Tara's movie. I feel like Scream 5 was more of a Tara movie. Scream 6 is definitely a Sam movie. The finale was good. I think I expected it to be a little bit longer. They spent a good amount of time in the finale, but I think I was expecting a little bit more running around and fighting, I think. Again, I blacked out a lot during this film because I was just on an adrenaline rush. So I'm going to go rewatch this again. But from what I can remember now, the finale, it was a little bit lackluster, in my opinion. When we finally get to reveal the killer, I was not 100% surprised. There was a part of me was surprised. Again, without giving anything away, a part of me was surprised, but I was more not surprised. It's so hard to tell you this stuff without giving anything away. But a portion of it, I think I saw coming, and a portion of it I did not. The reveal wasn't the best reveal, but I definitely wouldn't say it's the worst reveal. Now with the character Gale, obviously if you've seen the trailers, Gale has a fight scene, a chase scene. It was 10 out of 10. That was one of the moments in the film where I couldn't hold in what was going to happen. I was so afraid of what was going to happen. I think I had my jacket up to my face like this because I just couldn't imagine what I was about to see. It's definitely on par with Gale's Scream 2 scene. She definitely delivered in this film. Absolutely. The phone call that Gale has with Ghostface was an emotional one. It was, I'm sure, as a character, was rough to listen to. It was definitely one of my favorite Ghostface calls. Absolutely. Out of this whole franchise. And now that we have a Scream movie that did not include Sidney Prescott, I was okay with it. We got to spend more time with our core 4 characters, and we didn't get to have enough time with them in Scream 5. We finally got time to see who these people are, get to know them a little bit better, versus spending so much time trying to be nostalgic with Sydney, Gale, and Dewey. We got to spend much more time with Sam, Tara, Mindy, Chad. This is our new group. I'm so happy that Radio Silence took the time and with these characters and nurturing them and expanding on them much more. Do I miss Sidney? Absolutely. As much as I love Sidney Prescott and Neve Campbell, she was not needed in this film. I did not walk out of there thinking, man, that was missing Sydney. No, wasn't thinking that at all. Now, there was a couple of things that seemed a little far-fetched to me, especially when it came to injuries. There were several moments where I thought this is a little unrealistic. The blood, the gore, the stabbings, it's hardcore. It's very hardcore. So I'd be surprised if anybody would survive any of the scenes of this film. So a little far-fetched in my opinion. Ghostface as a serial killer was the scariest. You've heard it before on the Twitters. It's the scariest he's been. He was the most intimidating in this film. I thought Ghostface in Scream 5 was brutal and intimidating. This was definitely another notch or two up on that level. And overall, I'm going to say this movie is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. This movie was great. I am so happy with what we got. Is it perfect? No. But honestly, what movies are? And in the Scream franchise, this is definitely on par with the original. And it honestly just makes me love the franchise even more because how consistent it's been. Out of any horror franchise that we've had, Scream, Wes Craven, Kevin Williamson, and everyone that's been behind all 6 films now has been so consistent, and it's been nurtured and cared for, and it just it has now made my love for this franchise evolve. I'm so happy with what we have, and who knows what the future will bring, but I'm gonna be down for this till the very end. But guys, this is all I'm going to say right now. I'm actually going to give a spoiler review talk. And it's just, like I said, it's just going to be a ramble talk about all the things that can come to my mind about this movie. I need to go see this a second, maybe a third time, so I can really pay attention to what's happening. And maybe pay attention more to the background and things that I didn't catch on the first watch. But let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys love this movie? Did you hate this movie? What's your rating? Are you going to see it again? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Catch you guys on the next one.